bandi mukalete makebi. Nibatanda ebatwebele. Nibatanda ebatwebele. Ukomule yamwe bana bandi mukalete makebi. Ukomule yamwe bana bandi mukalete makebi. Nibasukwa ebatwebele. Nibasukwa ebatwebele. Ukomule yamwe bana bandi mukalete makebi. Ukomule yamwe bana bandi mukalete makebi.
Amita pendwa ya vintu ifisume vyoza kula kuibukisha Kana depochimo Wimbo wa temenu wa katongi Abazunga wajita katongi na kula kuibukisha kateka Kaibuku muna kapona Neseko shove kwa meso Yangu ama umebaya Kiyaba baba ume Iya baba ume Iya baba ume
Twakulila, lelo twakulila Shika kukonke milimo shove
baba ume Ale filamba Yena minta pengo shile Eti kume moku Londolo la vale Lilo wingi
Iseko wingi mwakwete Isaso wingi mwakwete Mwaya Mwende wino dada wesu
Katushi muchi wakege Wali bomba kale Lomba mwatu jatuleli lake Mupanga chiba
Benda Upanga mwine Oya mwine Ide lalila
Yangu ya baba ume Ala nacho mwabye Mama Ukula bevyo watu tobuingi Divise bo wapangiri obuingi Ukuchinjo lusako kumoneko busaka Mama Kutituwa na basiani Chakwa katuse
We want change! We want change! We want change! We want change! We want to change!
Galentolu pule mulila pone Ona kwa mulilia pone Bakulu wa bakulu Natule 7 youth
The sound magician Wi-Fi on the beat boy
Twakupele voting atawa bomba Twakupele voting atawa bomba Wali mone bwati mukesa tupangira kwemisebo wali mipele ne bwati ati mukesa tupangira kwemisebo nimwewo mwatile mukesa tukulira ne chipatala ifwe nimwewo mwatile mukesa tukulira na masukulu kuno ukutula potwamisalira ifwe mwalitula baona lebo imisebo ala yagonaika ichipatala takwaba kuno abana besu basambirira mufimuti fyamango bana mayo mapapira mungande chipatala takwaba kuno imisepira chose malofwa bapepa byebange fama leliro mufunda tawafika nembuto tashafika ukutula potwamisalira ifwe mwalitula baona lebo nombalelo mabwela imwe mulefa yatumivotere twakupele votinga tawabombae tatwakupele votinga tawabombae tawalimone votinga tawabombae tawalimone votinga tawabombae pantuno mwaka kuya bebele twanakanemwe mwachira mobufi kuya bebele akomwelele numa kuya bebele mwachira mobufi uno mwaka tulefa yabakutubombera nota bakwisa kuno mukuzembereka mukutwibira mano nga twabavotera abaya nangu mwatupele ndarama tulepo katatwa mivotere nidonti kubeba wapoka walya nidonti kubeba wapoka walya ababina chimwe na mwekole uko bafuma baliraba bayikutapisa balaboko bafuma bayikutapai balabati bakabwela baje chikinine na mabanu inapana kaso wala onalebo mulabeja ukutula potwamisalira ifwe walitula baonalebo nombalelo mabwela imwe mulefa yatumivotere twakupele votinga tawabombae twakupele votinga tawabombae tawalimone votinga tawabombae tawalimone votinga tawabombae pantuno mwaka kuya bebele twanakanemwe mwachira mobufi kuya bebele akomwelele numa kuya bebele mwachira mobufi pantuno mwaka kuya bebele twanakanemwe mwachira mobufi kuya bebele akomwelele numa kuya bebele mwachira mobufi pantuno mwaka twanakanemwe
The sound magician.
It's a day that the Lord has made, and welcome to today's broadcast. Today, I'll indulge you. We will start. We started quite late, an hour later than we had advertised for 20 hours. There are just various issues that we have to do. I've been waiting for the official announcement of yesterday's results from the election, the momentous election that was made to get a successor to President Edgar Lungu. So we'll start with the results. I think official nomination. I hope that we have a video quickly. We play as they announce the results. Then Honorable Makebi Zulu will come on board. I'll get back to you just now. That is where the delay is. Some matters are well beyond me.
We want change! We want change! We want change! We want change! We want a change!
Kalentolu pule mulila pone Ona po mulilia pone Bakulu wa bakulu Tatule 7 youth
The sound magician. Wi-Fi on the beat, boy.
Tatwakupele votinga tawabombae Tatwakupele votinga tawabombae Tawalimone votinga tawabombae Tawalimone
Thank you very much. Those are what has caused the delay, but I think it is worth it. You should hold on, share the broadcast. There's been a momentous event. The previous Sunday, acting president of the Patriotic Front, Honorable Given Lubinda, gave the organizers and the Electoral Commission 4 days in which to ensure that the Patriotic Front held its elections. He said he didn't understand the delay, the inordinate delay. He says everything has been done. Processes were done. Ballots were printed. All requirements of the Constitution were followed, and he didn't understand why the PF was not having its conference. He says we've recognized the legal environment we work in. We recognize the difficulties we have with these court injunctions, but the way we've worked as a PF since it was disrobed from us is in the same way he directed that the conference takes place. It didn't take place within the 4 days, but at least it has taken place in a larger period of 7 days. There'll be a lot of debate, legality, legitimacy, and all that. I think there'll be appropriate podcast for that. The PF has held a very successful general conference. It's one of the most competitive elections I've seen. First, the nomination fees were very high, 200,000 kwacha. Not the expression of interest fee was 200,000 kwacha. Then there was a nomination fee of 50,000 kwacha. Then you had to buy the delegates list for 10,000 kwacha. These men you are seeing here paid up to 260,000 kwacha. And longer ones that have been in the race, like Dr. Chitalo Chilufya, Honorable Greyford Monde, Chimba Kambwili, have been at this matter since 2023. So you can imagine how heavily invested they are in this process. Yesterday they held the National Council. First they held the Central Committee, the National Council delegates, the candidates presented to their why they should be suitable to take over from both acting President Given Lubinda and the late president. And an election was held. It was a hybrid election. Mostly, no one traveled. Everyone was in their districts. We have results from the 116 districts. We have results, I think, up to 110 or 111 districts. Results have been filed in. There's an electoral commission led by State Council Abraham Mwansa with other senior leaders. It was totally independent. It was appointed by the Central Committee, and it was totally independent. There was Dr. Frank Kingambi, who was coordinating between the party and the Electoral Commission, but there was an independent Electoral Commission. There have been delays in announcing the results. If you are running an election, it's not a taka-taka election where everyone is in one hall. This was a virtual conference, hybrid, partly in person for the Central Committee that voted and the National Council, but mostly the people that were in the districts. And there was a standard that was set up by the Electoral Commission that the results should only be submitted in a manner that it had prescribed. Before you vote, you are to go live, take pictures or go live. They see when you vote, you are to append and take a video of that and then file it to Lusaka. The rigorous process is what has made the delays in the announcement. But the announcements are now ready. The Electoral Commission will be announcing soon, and there'll be a break. We'll have that announcement that will be done by the Electoral Commission, led by State Council Abraham Mwansa. And then we'll go to the podcast to speak to the newly elected Patriotic Front President Makebi Zulu, who takes over from Honorable Given Lubinda and and His Excellency President Edgar Lungu. I know there are many statements. No, it's Mwebantu Wakwalesa. On EMV, where I'm hosting Makebi Zulu, we hold that they held a Patriotic Front conference. We recognize that there are all these legal trappings, and we have to be careful with the language. That I will leave to Honorable Makebi Zulu, who is a newly elected Patriotic Front president. He will say in his own way what was held yesterday, what he is supposed to be called, that he won this election. The participant of these elections is as seen. So we had Joseph Mdolo. He's on the ballot, but he wrote a letter that he would not participate in that election. But on the ballot, he was present. Don't look at the picture, he's not here. But on the ballot, he was present. And an official announcement was made by the Electoral Commission that he had received a letter that he had withdrawn at the last minute from the race. Remember what I was telling you yesterday, that although Joseph Mdolo had issued this statement that he was not party to this process, until Thursday was in the meetings, he even caused the reprint of the latest ballot that was used on Saturday because he objected that his name was left out. The Electoral Commission had, I think, disqualified him. And he said, no, I'm a Zambian, I come to Zambia very often, and I think they later admitted him, and a reprint of the ballot was done at his instigation. So to say that whatever he's saying, those are other matters. The purpose of this broadcast, I don't want to spoil the broth. It's not my broadcast. It's a broadcast of the president-elect who probably will preach unity, who probably will call on his colleagues to address you as he addresses you. At the moment, I'm providing commentary because we are waiting for a live feed where the Electoral Commission will be announcing the results. After they've announced the results, then I'll call upon Honorable Makebi Zulu, who participated in this race. So Joseph Mdolo was disqualified, but he appeared on the ballot. There was former Minister of Foreign Affairs, former Minister of Labor, former Minister of Information, Honorable Chimbaka Mbwili. There was Honorable Grayford Monde, who was former Itej MP, who was former Minister of Livestock. There is Honorable Chanda Katotowe, Honorable Engineer Chanda Katotowe, Luapula MP, renowned businessman, one of the few businessmen that have survived the harsh environment. He's been a very successful businessman and is an engineer. Then we had the man that has held the fort the last 5 years, Honorable Given Luwinda. He's former Minister of Justice, former Minister of Agriculture. He's one of the longest serving MP in Kabwata. It is very difficult for MPs to win in an urban area because people are awake, people are awoke, people read the current affairs, and many people fail to hold the fort in an urban area. Honorable Given Luwinda held that Kabwata seat for 20 years. He fought billionaires. He fought these people that felt were strong. He knocked them down. He held that seat for 20 years and he gave up on it momentarily, himself, voluntarily, sorry. We have Dr. Chitalu Chilufya, former Minister of Justice, former Minister of Health, and Mansa MP. There were turbulences in his election. You remember, he was accused that he had voted for Bill 7. So when the party made a declaration that people that voted for Bill 7 were expelled, he stood expelled. He met his pleadings to the party. He wrote a letter to the Secretariat. The matter was presented to Central Committee. He was readmitted. It was a controversial decision, but the party readmitted him both as a member of the Central Committee and as a member of, as a presidential candidate. And then there's Makebi Zulu, the president-elect of the Patriotic Front. Like I say, the entire process has been Patriotic Front. We recognize the environment we are in. Whether we'll be reluctant to say it's a PF conference, whether that the candidate himself will come and speak. But the process that all of us and these men that I've just displayed have participated in, to some, for example, myself, Grayford Monde, and Dr. Chimbaka Mbwili have been on this race since 2022. The receipts that were issued were in our name. Even the ones that joined the race, Mudolo, Honorable Makebi Zulu, Honorable Acting President Given Luwinda, and Honorable Katoto, where the receipts are in PF names. So the the conference might be disputed in nomenclature, in words, but this is an entire process run by acting president Given Luwinda in the manner that he has run the party, even during the period that the leadership of the PF was deplatformed. It's the same process, the way he has run the party. He ran this election, and it has produced a winner in Makebi Zulu, who we are hosting now. I can see my phone is buzzing. Let me just find out if the secretariat where the results are being announced are ready. We start with that.
Temaka Yesu, temaka ya Makebi, temaka yenu.
Ndakala pe ku TV ku radio, mawana kachinga anandipweteka mtima, chifukwa zimene wanena timanena nsoti kulili lonse, koma iyali mundende ifetili kunoti kuteka masewera, manzuloti kakala babwalo pakantemba, tima yankula momwemo tiyesa kuseka mavuto, koma tsopano akuti ndi mlandu ngati mawu ake ndi mfuti, koma zoyipa zenizeni zili mawokwa olamulawo. Lord help us, ticheze nanu tilimazi otilatayika. Open your eyes, Zambia yonse country yatu yayamba kupunduka. Rise up and have freedom. Simuna mangidwe ndi mantao kwenye waboza tibwezera mdima, tifunufulu wa mazu osati mache.
Listen. They lock a man for a sentence, that's a death for a language. What about these in the office signing papers of damage? They sipping tea in the parliament, acting holy in cameras, but in the shadows they selling us piece by piece like scavengers. They say order in the house, but the house is on fire. Our fathers fought for this ground, walking miles in the wire. Now they twist every word like they controlling the choir. If truth is now a crime, then the judge is a liar. We see hands from outside pulling strings of our nation. We see greed from within feeding off our frustration. You can rest one man, but not the whole conversation. We the echo of the struggle, we the next generation. So open your eyes, this is bigger than one case. It's about who can speak, who can stand, who can face. When they silence one voice, they're erasing our trace. I'm calling all my people, this is more than a race.
Lord help us, ticheze nanu tilimazi otilatayika. Open your eyes, Zambia yonse country yatu yayamba kupunduka. Rise up and have freedom. Simuna mangidwe ndi mantao kwenye waboza tibwezera mdima. Tate watu mutimve pano, tikupe mpampamvu osati manta, matulo tikulira, mawati kulimbana. Wamasulo mangidwa chifukwa cha chunari, nakachinda limdende, komama wakuyenda. Pamizinda mamiti mimiti mayana, Lord help us, kisama bwerere my dark days. Tiende sopatogolo osati kubwerera mbuyo. Lord help us. Lord help us. Lord help us. Lord help us. Oh hey. Ndakala pe ku TV ku radio, mawana kachinga anandipweteka mtima, chifukwa zimene wanena timanena nsoti kulili lonse, koma iyali mundende ifetili kunoti kuteka masewera, manzuloti kakala babwalo pakantemba, tima yankula momwemo tiyesa kuseka mavuto, koma tsopano akuti ndi mlandu ngati mawu ake ndi mfuti, koma zoyipa zeni zeni zilimawokwa olamulao. Lord help us, ticheze nanu tilimazi otilatayika. Open your eyes.
Thank you very much. It will be a long night. You have to wait for us. There's a structure in which this is going to be done. We have an announcement that is being done by the Electoral Commission, and I hope to broadcast it live. There was some delay because we're dealing with 116 districts, and the rigorous process that the Electoral Commission, led by State Council Abraham Mwansa, had set up required that the parameters were met. Some results were received early, but there was an insistence that the structure in which the results were brought, the integrity should not be compromised in any way. So if an authorized person sent the results, those results were not accepted. We know the results. The results have not changed from what was announced. Then there were administrative issues that were taking place. I think there were other meetings with candidates. If people had concerns, they have the right to see the commission, but the results are about to be announced. And we'll call for your patience. This is a live broadcast. I am here. There are certain things I can control and there are certain things I can't control. At the moment, the Electoral Commission, led by State Council Abraham Mwansa, who was Solicitor General until recently, until 2022, is going to make the announcement. And when the announcement comes, then we'll get the President-elect, Honorable Makebi Zulu, then to speak to us over all these concerns. This conference has raised a lot of debate, but you saw the exasperation by the acting president, Given Lubinda, who said, I will not take any further delay. We have delayed this conference and will delay it no more. He says, I don't want to understand the logistical nightmare associated with it and all your concern. Can we get done? Notices have been issued for this conference. We have sat, we've approved. Presidential candidates have paid. They've been waiting for it. And the date was set, and that date was yesterday. Because of the environment we are operating in, a tyrannical environment where we are operating in, where there are legal wrangles, where there's been a systematic state attempt to deplatform the leadership of the Patriotic Front. The delegates were informed, but at least procedure was followed. The presidential candidates, even had to pay another extra 10,000 kwacha to access a delegates list to ensure that the process was transparent. I will indulge you to wait further because we need to place on record the formal announcement by the Electoral Commission. They will announce the results, and then Honorable Makebi Zulu is on standby, is in the studio. Then we'll invite him as President-elect, and we hear from him. We want to hear from him. How will he unite first the party? How will he unite? How will he be a cause to the unity of the opposition? The opposition itself is fractured. How will he render, support to efforts of the opposition? How will he speak to Citizen First President Harry Kalava? How will he speak to Socialist Party President Dr. Fred Membe? How will he speak to Brian Mundwilo, who's leading the Tonse Alliance? How will he speak to KBF? And what will he do within his party? How will he harmonize all these great men? Any of these men can run the country. The reservoir of leadership in the Patriotic Front is so huge. Any of these men are qualified, capable of running the country. And what will he do to unite the strengths of these men? That, where he has emerged as victor in this extremely competitive race. How will he handle this? He's on standby, he's in the studio. He has to come and answer these questions to you Zambians. What are his plans for the country? I know it will be like a victory speech, but essentially we want him to speak to what has happened, the momentous events that have happened the last 2 days. it has taken 5 years for the Patriotic Front to hold its general conference. This morning I was giving an example to people that were saying, no, but it's illegal. The papers are with Robert Chavinga, or the matters are in court. I said we can learn from the African National Congress. It was a banned political organization, and the entire leadership, led by Oliver Reginald Tambo, were declared terrorists. If they stepped in South Africa, they will go to the gallows. They'll be tried for treason and they'll go to the gallows. Despite being deplatformed and being banned in South Africa for over almost 35 years, the ANC operated effectively. The ANC waged and prosecuted the struggle that made them win democracy for South Africa. The PF finds itself in that unique position where the legitimate and legal leaders were by political engineering. These systematic attacks, given Lubinda's members were being bought by externally had to wage war in the turn has been passed to Makebi Zulu. We are dealing with. Let me just see how far the Electoral Commission is so that we can announce they can announce the results on this platform. And shortly after that, we bring Honorable Makebi Zulu to the forum. Hakuna kulala. It's your night. Let's hear from Makebi Zulu after the announcement is made.
Fiawama fiarika nimweleza takulifika chinje fyo mwaba nimweleza takulifika chinje fyo mwaba baba wampela tamumpele kamifuka mina fiawama fiarika nimweleza takulifika chinje fyo mwaba nimweleza takulifika chinje fyo mwaba baba wampela tamumpele kamifuka mina fiawama fiarika nimweleza takulifika chinje fyo mwaba nimweleza takulifika chinje fyo mwaba baba wampela tamumpele kamifuka mina fiawama fiarika nimweleza takulifika chinje fyo mwaba nimweleza takulifika chinje fyo mwaba baba wampela tamumpele kamifuka mina fiawama fiarika nimweleza takulifika chinje fyo mwaba nimweleza takulifika chinje fyo mwaba baba wampela tamumpele kamifuka mina fiawama fiarika nimweleza takulifika chinje fyo mwaba nimweleze takulivinga chinde vyo mwaba mwampela tamumpele kamifuka mina fyawama fyavika nimweleza.
Hello, are we back? Do we have volume? Do we have volume? I notice people are saying volume. Sometimes I move this microphone so much that I disconnect it myself. Do we have volume? If you have volume, just type quickly if we have volume. Today we are hosting Honorable Makebi Zulu, but the structure of the meeting is that we'll have the Electoral Commission led by State Council Mwansa announce the results, and then we'll bring Honorable Makebi Zulu as President-elect of the Patriotic Front. Do we have volume? Do we have volume? Do we have volume? Do we have volume? I just want to see on the comments. Quickly type in the comment if you can see the volume, if you can hear the volume. Do we have volume? I want to see the earliest comment. Do we have volume? Do we have volume? I just want to see in the comment if we have volume. Do we have volume? I just want that confirmation quickly in the comments. Of course, people are commenting about something else. Do we have volume? I just want to be very sure. The Patriotic Front yesterday held a general conference. This is after years of waiting for the conference. It was held under the circumstances and the environment recognized that there's been strong attempts to deplatform the Patriotic Front. And what do you follow? Legitimacy, legality, how do you deal with that matter? The Patriotic Front decided to be legal, not to be legal, but to be political, to ensure that there was legitimacy in what they were doing. And for the last 3 years, under Given Lubinda, the party has operated where there's been a systematic attempt by the state to deplatform the leadership of the PF. And it's in the same state that acting president Given Lubinda held this general conference, the same way it's been operating the last 5 years. So do we have volume? If we have volume, I just want to, let me just check the comments.
Takulivinga chinde vyo mwaba nimweleze takulivinga chinde vyo mwaba mwampela tamumpele kamifuka mina fyawama fyavika nimweleza takulivinga chinde vyo mwaba nimweleze takulivinga chinde vyo mwaba mwampela tamumpele kamifuka mina fyawama fyavika nimweleza takulivinga chinde vyo mwaba nimweleze takulivinga chinde.
The race yesterday was tight, was extremely competitive. Look at the men that participated in this election. These are men that are capable of running our country. All of them are qualified, suitably qualified to run our country, to be president of our country. The PF are such a reservoir of leaders. These and the others that didn't, that either fell out or didn't participate, are all qualified to run the country. What will Makebi Zulu do? Here he has very competent men and women, men that he stood with. How will he handle them?
Kamifuka mina fyawama fyavika nimweleza takulivinga chinde vyo mwaba nimweleza takulivinga chinde vyo mwaba
In yesterday's election, hours stating that Honorable Given Lubinda had given the party 4 days in which to ensure that the long-awaited conference is held. He said all processes, all procedures were followed, and he didn't understand any further delay. The Electoral Commission will come and formally announce the results, and the president-elect of the Patriotic Front, Makebi Zulu, will then come after the formal announcement has been done. Hakuna kulala, this is where the debate is. We don't want to have premature debate. Let's have the official results announced to you. And then we bring Honorable Makebi Zulu on. There's an issue of unity. He has an arduous task to unite first the many, many forces in the Patriotic Front. Honorable Given Lubinda has endured the last 5 years to hold fort to the PF, to balance the various interests, whether it was MPs, whether it was ordinary members, whether it was members of the Central Committee, whether it was stakeholders, and whether it was fellow opposition leaders. Makebi Zulu is stepping in those shoes. And like I said, look at the men that he stood with, who finally had paid 200,000 kwacha. They also paid a 50,000 kwacha nomination fee. They also paid a 10,000 kwacha access delegates list to ensure that the process was transparent. The election was run by an independent electoral commission led by State Council Abraham Mwansa, with 2 other state councils and 1 key member of the Patriotic Front, Dr. Frank Ngambi, who acted as a liaison bridge between the Central Committee and the Electoral Commission. The election was run in 116 districts, but I think only 111 districts participated for various, the other 4 districts or 5, we'll understand later, maybe the president-elect may have the understanding, but there were issues. The Electoral Commission ensured that processes were followed, legalities or provision, at least a provision of our own constitution. Before we worry about the state of the PF, there was that deep concern that we should follow what the Patriotic Front, our guideline, says. And we'll have the results announced to you, and then we'll have Honorable Makebi Zulu. Hakuna kulala, it's going to be some form of a long night, but it will be worth it. What will Makebi Zulu do? Will he unite the forces in the Patriotic Front? What role will key individuals, very well experienced people, for example, like Honorable Given Lubinda, do? Engineer Chandaka Totowe, grassroots mobilizer, Chimbaka Mbwili, well experienced. What will he do with the forces, his fellow contenders and peers? And then what will he do with the rest of the opposition? The Patriotic Front is in a unique position at the moment. Its leadership, there's been very strong attempts since 2023 to deplatform the leadership of the party. Currently, the certificate is held elsewhere. And they've attempted to kill and destroy the Patriotic Front. But the Patriotic Front's resilience has been its members who have stood steadfast, despite members being bought, members being jailed, members being exiled, members being imprisoned. The fault of the party has been its structures. They remained loyal to the party. And yesterday, this structure held a general conference at which Makebi Zulu was elected as president. We continue to be on standby. We are just waiting for the formal results to be announced. And shortly after that, Honorable Makebi Zulu as president-elect will join us. We want to hear his vision. This will be like his victory speech. But it's a difficult victory under the circumstances, where their police are looking for you, where people, you don't have legality. No, what you held was not a legal process, but I hope that he learns from Honorable Given Lubinda, who recognized the environment, that the environment was hostile. There was an attempt to deplatform them, but he operated nevertheless And there was always a very funny issue where we would receive invitations to go to Day of National Prayer, Independence, and they'll be written, Acting President Given Lubinda. But mwebat certificate, wa cabinet office, mwebat certificate yava na Chavinga. Number foot mule tulembela ama invitation. No, come and collect their 6 invitation for the president and 6 party officials. Given Lubinda didn't attend those official functions. He didn't break into those official functions. He had official invitations from the state, from cabinet office, from the function that organizes state functions, from state functions department. He's on the list as acting president. And decisions that Given Lubinda made became reality. If he says we are going to have a candidate in Petauke, we had a candidate in Petauke adopted. Whether we chose to present that candidate under another vehicle, that became secondary. But the decision has always been Patriotic Front decision. And if Given Lubinda said, men and women, we are marching, we are not boycotting, we are marching on Women's Day, the women turned up countrywide. If he said, youth, Mwemisepela, we are marching, we are not going to be afraid of the UPND, you will turn up. The youths stand up. And in their regalia, this is it, banned us from wearing the regalia. We said we're going to defy it. And we defied what ECZ said. And our members continue to wear the PF regalia. It's the same Given Lubinda who has conducted this process. All these men paid to a process conducted by Given Lubinda. All these men paid their 200,000 kwacha, their 50,000 kwacha. The receipts they have say PF. And it's that conference that was held yesterday. 116 districts, about 111 voted. I understand that there's one that has been disqualified because in their manner of reporting, they made some errors and the Electoral Commission disqualified just one district, but the other 2, 3 that didn't participate. But essentially the entire country participated in this election. I'll keep on checking, and I came live here to keep the audience together and inform them of the structure. Is at first there'll be an announcement by the Electoral Commission. We'll go live as soon as they are ready. They were going through, they had to do a verification, they had to do all these processes. They've been satisfied now. And we'll hear the announcement. Then the president-elect, Makebi Zulu, will come on. That's the structure of this meeting. Continue to be patient. Continue to be patient. The process will receive a lot of attacks. Others will say, no, but you don't have the legality. No, there's contempt. No, there is what? I myself, me and Nakachinda, and in fact, even Honorable Given Lubinda, we had about 2-3 contempt because people didn't want us to speak. They took us to court that you can't speak in the name of the PF. And I refused. Even when I went to any TV station or radio station, I said, I'm PF. I'm chair, I'm member of the Central Committee, and I'm chair of Information and Publicity. If you don't write that, I'm not willing to come to you. No, but Kukoti, no, Chavinga said, I said, then I will not feature. I insisted. I refused to be deplatformed because I recognized that when a thief enters your house, a thief demands your silence. The thief wants your cooperation. In fact, the thief wants you to follow the rules. He has broken into your house. He's raping your daughter, but he says you should keep quiet and follow what he says. So we decided to be defiant. And I personally suffered 2 contempt, Honorable Nakachinda and Honorable Given Lubinda, because we refused to yield to this illegality that was imposed on us. So that process, the same people that have held the PF together so far, the phone is ringing. Maybe they are ready. Let me just get back. We are on standby, and I'm keeping you updated with tidbits of information.
They're louder than your lies. You can't silence the truth. It's time for the youth. Time is up. Time is up. When you're going is not enough. Time is up. For your lies and bluff. Time is up. Time is up. When you're going is not enough. Time is up.
We rise, we stand, we fight together for the children, for a better forever. When you kunata pano, we take the rain. Tikonza jiko. Kwenyu ndemwe chabe mabanja onanjala mkomo ndalama zonse mutumbalano masukwa kuchuluka pa mutupatu. Time is up, time is up. Kwenyu not enough. Time is up for your lies and bluff. Time is up, time is up. Kwenyu not enough. Time is up for your lies and bluff. Kanizanu ndizo panda pindu anakulira miseu mwatu tikufuna chilengede chatopano osati mapoke tanu opindika ndalama. Listen to the cries, they're louder than your lies. You can't silence the truth. It's time for the youth. Time is up, time is up. Kwenyu is not enough. Time is up for your lies and bluff. Time is up, time is up. Kwenyu is not enough. Time is up for your lies and bluff. We rise, we stand, we fight together for the children, for a better forever. When you kunata pano, we take the rain. Tikonza jiko. Kwenyu ndemwe chabe mabanja onanjala mkomo ndalama zonse mutumbalano masukwa kuchuluka pa mutupatu. Time is up, time is up. Kwenyu not enough. Time is up for your lies and bluff. Time is up, time is up. Kwenyu not enough. Time is up for your lies and bluff. Kanizanu ndizo.
Yeah, yo, yo, yo. Yeah, yangu buseninda na nangula chigo. Oje boze tulive na kuyalelo tevyo baye. Amita pendwa ya vintu ifisume vyoto kula kuibukisha. Tana depotimo wimbo wa temenu wa katongi. Abazunga batita katongi nakula kuibukisha kateka. Kaibukubuna kapona neseko siove pameso. Yangu ama umebaya Iyaba, iyaba ume. Iyaba ume.
Kateka wabantu twakulira lelo twakulira shika kukonke milimo shome
Ale filamba yena minta pengosile eti kumemo kulondolo la vale lilo wingi
Iseko wingi mwakwete, isaso wingi mwakwete, mwaya, mwaya, mwende wino tata wesu.
Katusi muchi wakege, wali bomba kale, lomba mwatu jatuleli lake. Mupanga na chiba,
Penda, upanga mwine, mwaya mwine, ine lalila, lalila, lalila.
yangu ya mama ume. Ala na chumwavye, mama. Amitapendwa ya vintu ifisume vyote kula kuibukisha Kana depotimo wimbo wa temenwa katongi Abazunga batita katongi Nakula kuibukisha kateka Kaibukubuna kapona Neseko siove pamenso Yangu ama umebaya Iyaba, iyaba maume Ya iyaba maume Iyaba maume
Kateka wabantu twakulira lelo twakulira shika kukonke milimo shome
Okay, thank you very much. I think we are ready. The announcement has been done. There were multiple platforms. There were, I don't know, for one reason or another, my technical team didn't connect to this particular broadcast. But if you see, you can see that they've just finished the announcement. I'll play that video later. But I think we go into the details quickly. But if you've seen on the other platform, they were live in the last 13 minutes and they were declaring Honorable Makebi Zulu as president-elect of the Patriotic Front. Let me just, I think, get on. Honorable Makebi Zulu is here. If you see on the other platforms, the video they were live. I'll see if I can get the video on break and play it. I didn't realize while I was here that they had connected and they had gone live, and I didn't connect my link. So that in itself, I think, is okay. Let's just get, it's a late night already. Honorable Makebi Zulu, there might not even good time to check your audios, and congratulations. Let me hear you speak to see if the audios are okay.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. I hope you can hear me.
No, I can hear you extremely clear. Congratulations.
Great, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm greatly humbled. I had to really run just to make it to this show. I'm sorry it could have been done earlier. but obviously the issue of collecting the results, and the commissioner had their own protocols as to how they were going to get the results and put them together. And yes, finally, the results were announced officially, and we're here now.
Thank you very much.
And of course, that said,
you have an arduous task, I think, to unite the Patriotic Front from its leadership to its structures. The party, over the years has suffered attacks, has suffered defections, has suffered breakaways. What are your thoughts about this? And just as a rider, the process to where you are, where you've been elected to, as a successor to Honorable Given Lubinda and President Edgar Lungu. How do you describe this process, and how are you dealing with the criticism of this process?
Firstly, like I was just about to thank my team, thank everyone else, thank the Zambians in the diaspora, Zambians locally. I'd like to thank everyone that has shown support throughout this journey. This is a journey of healing, in my view. Healing because of what exactly you said. Healing from the divisions that have been there. There was this issue to say the party needs to come together. There was a push and pull, indeed push coming to shove. Everything was there, and it was all there because we were trying to choose someone who was going to be first amongst equals. And at first it started with 11 of us participating in this whole process. And the question at that particular time that almost every Zambian was asking is, why are you the 11 of you? Why are you all pushing and pulling, or causing all this confusion just to have one seat? Why don't you all come together? So that caused this very, very big perception of divisions within the party, because it entailed that for the 11 candidates, there was therefore 11 different groups that are jostling for the top position. Obviously, that was trimmed down, or at least came down after some of our colleagues left. It was further trimmed down after some of our colleagues decided to pull back and that they would not participate in the process, notwithstanding that they were able to. And eventually, the number dropped down to 7. Then finally, at the time of voting, it came down to 6. And amongst the 6 of us, we traversed the country, we talked to delegates, we talked to the Zambians, we told them the vision that we had for the country, the vision that we have for the party, and how best we could work together. And our emphasis at any given point is that we needed to unite the party. This process is over. This process was about picking someone who was amongst equals, someone who everyone would support to fight for the return of the party. As you may know, the party has been taken out. Chavinga is now claiming to hold on to the party, but we couldn't necessarily fight for this party in a spread out manner amongst ourselves, each insisting on, or not necessarily insisting, but making themselves available that they would be the rightful persons to take back the party. And we said, okay, let's choose amongst ourselves. That process has ended today. We have chosen one amongst ourselves, not as a sign that the others are less qualified, but that we are all going to rally behind this one person in this pursuit and fight to bring back the Patriotic Front Party. And we are saying that if we continue in this manner, or indeed the Mingalatos continue to hold the party away from us, we then will sit and decide which direction we're going to go. And that time has come, and that time is now. The 27th of this month is going to be a tipping point for us, in that we are going to get the judgment that is going to state what the position of the party is. And I have been put in front to be able to continue to fight for the party, or indeed amongst equals to decide which direction we are going to take. As I earlier stated, the party is no longer with us on paper, but we constitute the people that are supposed to be the fabric of the party that was taken away from us. And we choose to exist not in isolation, not in division, but in unison, supporting one person to enable us to rescue the party from where it is right now. So you ask, how are you going to go about bringing the party together? It is not about me, it is about all of us, the candidates that are in the party, the provincial, the members of the Central Committee, the provincial committees, the district committees, the constituency committees, ward committees, all the way to the branch and section committees that exist for the party. It is a very humbling task, a very mammoth task, but something that will be done, not because one has set themselves up to do so, but because we are a team that is intended, or that has given itself to bring back the party. Beyond bringing back the party, we're looking at what are the Zambians out there saying. The Zambians are saying, come together as one, give us a candidate, show us someone that will rally behind. And I have been privileged to take the lead and lead this pack of the people that believe in the emancipation of Zambia. It's time for us to get our second independence, and this second independence is going to see us usher in a new government this August. And of course, our emphasis has been and is that we need to change the politics in this country. We move away from the politics of vengeance that we've been used to lately. We move away from the politics of division that we've been used to lately. We move away from politics of persecution and prosecution that we've been used to lately, and turn a new page. Because the young people today are saying, what is in this for us? What is in this country for us? And we are here to give them that direction. The women are saying, what is in this country for us? What can we benefit from our resources? And we are here to give that direction. Zambians are saying, is the cost of living able to get lower? And we're saying we are here to address those issues. And as regards the how, I'm sure we'll be able to discuss that as we go along in this program. Have I talked too much, Ambassador?
It's your show today. You are the man on the spot, and I don't know. I am only conveying questions that are coming from especially our followers and the country. The Patriotic Front is the largest political party in our country. It has suffered attacks, like I said, divisions and all this. And when a leader emerges from it, first people want to understand the legitimacy, the legality, the politics around that leader. How should they call you? Because already I'm seeing that is contested. Others don't want to give a name to the conference that was held. What was held over the weekend? You've been elected to what?
As you may have been aware, from 2021, we had an unfortunate incident in 2023 when there was a purported convention that led to the party being taken away. And we are happy that our brother, Miles Sampa, is back to the fort. We are happy that he is doing everything he can, everything he possibly can, to undo what was done then. And what was done then is that the office bearers at the Registrar of Societies were changed to reflect the ones that were purportedly elected at the meeting of the 24th of October in 2023. That caused President Edgar Chagwa Lungu to come back into active politics and said, I cannot see my party go to ruin. I cannot see the party which President Michael Sata left go to waste. I am here to fight for the party. I am here to return the party to its original position. So with that said, we had President Edgar Chagwa Lungu leading us all the way in this fight to bring back the party. And on his demise, President Given Lubinda, a very noble man who has brought us this far, and I must take this opportunity to really thank him for the leadership that he has shown, for the great work that he has put in, for the great sacrifice that he has put in to ensure that we are here even today. He has held us together. He has given us direction. Of course, we've had turbulent times, but those are expected where people are acted in any organization. But those were not insurmountable. We managed to overcome those processes. And this time around, someone needs to carry on the work that ECL left. Someone needs to carry on the work that Honorable Given Lubinda was doing. And I have that rare opportunity to embark on this journey to bring back the party. If we don't bring back the party in the form and shape in which it is, we are going to sit and we will give direction to the country sooner than later that we are moving in this particular direction. But the point to note is that this coming week, on the 27th of March, we will be receiving our judgment so that we see how best we can reconfigure ourselves and pursue this fight for independence 2.0 for Zambia. The independence to bring back freedom of speech, the independence to ensure that the cost of living is lowered, the independence to ensure that the resources that we own as a country work for us as a people. What benefit are we getting from the mine? Are we going to be so commercial that we forget and are blinded to the benefit that has to accrue to the Zambian people? Are we going to give away our birthright? Shouldn't we renegotiate some of the contracts that are seemingly draining our country of resources and making us have poor health services, making us have a cancer disease hospital that is defunct, making us have roads that lead to nowhere because they are in bad shape? We need to see how best are our resources working for us. And this solemn duty, we're saying we're going to carry it on. Whether the party is given back to us or not, we will still embark on this journey. If it is not given back to us, we have an alternative vehicle that we intend to use. If it is given back to us, we will continue with it. But we're not oblivious to the fact that there are a lot of shenanigans that are being played by the current government. And we, being a peace-loving people, we being a people that abide by the law, told ourselves we will follow every legal way to ensure that we get back the party. And these legal ways, we have explored all of them. And Zambians have seen for themselves that the manipulation of the system is what has caused us and brought us this far. And we cannot continue any further than is tolerable to lead us beyond the deadlines that we have for purposes of filing for the next election, and then remain oblivious to the fact that that this government will give it to us. We have alternatives, and those alternatives will be announced.
Thank you very much, Honorable Makebi Zulu. The video has just come where you were declared winner. While I was here live on the broadcast, and I'd shared the link, I was hopeful that it would be shown here, but it was shown on other platforms. For the audience that were here, let them just see Honorable Abraham Mwansa declare you as a winner of the Patriotic Front election that took place yesterday. Just let's take a quick break as we watch this process that we had missed a few minutes ago.
We may not go through all the protocols. I will simply, at this point of time, ask the returning officer for the General Conference to give out and announce the results. State Council, it's now your show to share your results.
Thank you. The results were tabulated district by district. I'm going to announce the results per province.
Yes.
Central Province.
Yes.
Of course, I must state that you already know who the candidates were, and the candidates were as follows.
Yes.
Chitalu Chilufya,
Yes.
Chan Chishimba Kambwili,
Yes.
Grefford Monde,
Yes.
Given Rubinda,
Yes.
Wila Mudolo,
Yes.
and Makebi Zulu. Now, of the 7 candidates, as a presiding and returning officer,
Yes.
I did disqualify Wheeler, and the disqualification was duly communicated to him for the reason that, and I hold this opinion, that he is not ordinarily resident in Zambia, as demanded by Article 100, Sub-Article 2 of the Constitution. Therefore, we only have 6 candidates. So for Central Province, Chitalu Chilufya got 11 votes, Chandaka Totogwe 0, Shimba Kambwili 0, Grefford Monde 3, Given Lubinda 2, and Makebi Zulu 4. For Copperbelt Province, Chitalu Chilufya 20, Chandaka Totogwe 0, Chishimba Kambwili 6, Grefford Monde 0, Given Lubinda 2, and Makebi Zulu 40. For Eastern Province, I must first state that the results for Katete were rejected because the indication was that each and every candidate got 0. But in the final column, it was indicated another candidate got all the votes. Considered what was scored by each candidate, and the recording was nil. So for that reason, this ballot was rejected. So the results for Eastern Province as follows. Chitalu Chilufya 7, Chandaka Totogwe 10, Chishimba Kambwili 0, Grefford Monde 2, Given Lubinda 1, Makebi Zulu
51. For Luapula, Greyford Monde, 0. Given Lubinda, 0. Makebi Zulu, 11. For Lusaka Province,
Yes.
Staluchilufya, 5.
Yes.
Chandakatotowe, 0.
Yes.
0.
Yes.
Greyford Monde, 4.
Yes.
Given Lubinda, 5.
Sorry.
Makebi Zulu, 31. For Muchinga Province, Chitalu Chirufya, 18.
Yes.
Chanda N. Makebi Zulu, 18. Southern Province, Chitaluchilufya, 29. Chandakatotowe, 4. Chimbakambwiri, 0. Greyford Monde, 0. Given Lubinda, 9. Makebi Zulu, 20. I had results from the Central Committee. Two, Chanda Katotowe, 2. Chimbakambwiri, 2. Greyford Monde, 1. Given Lubinda, 16. And Makebi Zulu, 16. And provinces of our country. The following are the results as tallied. Chitalu Chirufya, 219. Chanda Katotowe, 34. Chimbakambwiri, 9. Monde, 16. Is duly elected
Yes.
as president
Yes.
of the party.
We seem to have lost the audio there.
Yes.
Do hereby announce that the said Makebi Zulu is duly elected
Yes.
as president
Yes.
of the party.
Thank you. We will play a proper video. We just had to quickly download. I apologize to my audience. That broadcast should have been live on here. For whatever reason, carrying live programs is difficult. But Abraham Mwansa, State Council, former Solicitor General of our country, was the returning officer with the Electoral Commission, and went announcing the results, and went through provincial results and the results from the Central Committee. And those are the results that declared Makebi Zulu as elected leader of this party. You stood with formidable colleagues. If you look at Dr. Chimbaka Mbwili, former Minister of Labor, former Minister of Foreign Affairs, former Minister of Information, very strong politician, Greyford Monde, youthful leader, former Minister of Livestock. You stood with Engineer Chanda Katotobwe, formidable, well-renowned businessman. Your predecessor, Honorable Given Luwinda, who has held the fort for the last 5 years, former Minister of Justice, former Minister of Agriculture, and long-time member of Kawata constituency, Dr. Chitalo Chilufya, former Minister of Health, former and current MP for Mansa. These were formidable colleagues. Do you have any thoughts of how you need to bring together the contenders where you emerged victor? Sorry, I think we don't have the volume on. Technical people, quickly check on Honorable Makebi Zulu's volume was off. Just quickly switch it on. They could have switched off the microphone while we went to, yeah. Yes, Honorable Makebi Zulu.
Okay. Yes, please. Yes, I was indicating that we are mature and responsible leaders, as we are in the party. And in being mature and responsible, we believe that we are very democratic in our discourse, very democratic in the manner that we carry out our work. And being democratic and mature, we do not hold out as each individual being a repository of all knowledge, all wisdom, or indeed all expertise. But we know that we are a group that comes together to share ideas. And these ideas, we sell them and say, this is the idea that I think I have for the party. This is the idea that I think works for the party. But the very fact that an idea that is put across is preferred much more than other ideas does not make other ideas less formidable. It's just that at that particular time, perhaps the message that is resonating very well is coming from a particular candidate. And that is how I think I find myself in this particular situation. Because I have listened to the message that all my colleagues were putting across. Very brilliant. President Given Lubinda, all that experience that he's had in government, all the experience that Honorable Kambwili has in government, his oratory skills, my very own brother, Greyford Monde, and all that he has done to serve this country, his levels of integrity, honesty, very, very, very admirable. Engineer Katotowe, very brilliant mind, I must say. And that is what makes us really, really unique. All of us put together, Dr. Chitalu Chilufya, all of us put together make one formidable force. But there can only be one that is there to lead the pack. And this one is not in any way superior to the others. It's just a first amongst equals. So that as we put these ideas together, we are able to work out. I'm privileged that the party, or indeed all the delegates, saw it fit that I be the one to lead the pack to implement all these ideas that we have. Because we espouse ideas of being a pro-poor party. Though we are pro-poor, we are making sure that those that are in the middle class are rising, or indeed have to rise, by making sure that whatever we're going to do in managing the resources of the, in running government, we draw from all these experiences that we have in Honorable Given Luinda, Honorable Chimba Kambwili, Honorable Grayford Munde, Engineer Katotogwe, Dr. Chitalu Chilufya, and all the others that have been part of this process. We have to draw from their energies, draw from their experiences, draw from their expertise, and implement one agenda. And that agenda is to uplift Zambia. That's what it all translates to. And in doing this, and now that we have shown that we are capable of coming together and picking one leader, we are saying, let us go beyond ourselves coming together. Let us also reach out to those that have since left because they thought we're not getting any direction. And it is at this point that I would want to make a clarion call to all those that have left the party for any differences whatsoever, and say that no difference is insurmountable. I make this clarion call to invite you back to the party and say, let us sit together. Let us reason together. Let us see how best we can serve the Zambian people. Your desire is to serve the Zambian people. Our desire is to serve the Zambian people. You can't do it alone. We can't do it alone. Let's have this discussion. We will be receiving applications, or perhaps I should make this announcement that we need to start bringing in applications from different wards, constituencies, councils, or indeed cities. We make these applications for the mayoral seat, councillor seat, member of parliament seat. These applications need to start coming in now, because now we have direction. Now we know what we're doing, and soon we will have this grand announcement as to how we're going to do this. But as we do this, we want to be able to tell the Zambian people the direction and the party that we're going to use in this whole process. So yes, we are gathering all the dividends that we can from the various experiences of all the leaders that are within the party, consolidating them into one for purposes of serving Zambia.
Thank you. I will not hold you for long, except that there is a very loyal audience here that would ask you some questions. And what will be your relationship with the rest of the opposition? Then I open phone lines. We get a few phone calls, directed at the newly elected president of the Patriotic Front. And then we let him go and rest. It's been a very long day as you saw the process. Your relationship with the rest of the opposition, and as we begin to implement this grand idea to help develop our country.
The clarion call from the Zambians is that they would want to see one united opposition. I've heard other arguments say it is not possible for people to come together because they have different ideologies, and that's how come you have different parties, because there are as many ideologies on the ground. But I would want us to crystallize all these ideologies and ask ourselves, in whose interest are these ideologies? Are they in the interest of saving Zambia? Do we want the Zambia that we have now to continue beyond August this year? Every person I have talked to who dares be true to themselves says we cannot go on with this government. We need a change of government. But we do not just need a change of government. We need a government with direction. We need a government that respects the rule of law. We need a government that is going to take us out of these doldrums of expensive electricity when you have it, that is if you have it at all. Now that we have this political power that is there, which we know will end as soon as we vote, we'll go back into load shedding. We want a government that does not lie to its people, a government that does not suppress or oppress its people, a government that does not kill the opposition, or indeed attempt to kill the opposition to perpetuate its stay in power, the people want a government that will allow the opposition to exist, to be a proper check on them, a government that is going to respect institutions of governance, so that those also act as a check on this government. A government that is not going to be profit-oriented, but a government that is going to be oriented to serving the needs of the Zambians. It's sad, there are floods right now in most of the valley areas in Eastern Province, in different places. Floods are there. What is government doing to respond to these things? Are there humanitarian efforts intended to help the Zambians in those places? Or are we looking at us getting there and helping them in this humanitarian way as a loss? Are we looking at running government as an issue of a balance sheet? That should not be the case. We have lives that need to be saved. We have youths, or indeed students, whose lives needs to be uplifted. How are we going to connect industry to the students, or young people access to loans for them to be innovative, or indeed for women to get into business and sustain themselves? What are we going to do about this? And that is what the Zambians are looking for. They're tired of, is it Kwenyua Boza? I heard that song that you always play, say Kwenyua Boza. But this time around is not a time for Kwenyus that do not exist. It is a time for reflection and say, what kind of Zambia do we want to live in? If this is the kind of Zambia that we live in, is this the kind of Zambia that we want to live for our children? Certainly not. And we bring a breath of fresh air. And it is for that reason that perhaps the party has said, let's pick on someone young, someone who understands that they have a duty to their country. They owe their country something, and not the country owing them something. And right now, we are a movement of people, young and old, that are saying we owe the country freedom, we owe the country development, we owe the country unity, we owe the country the rule of law, we owe the country respect for human rights, and therefore let us come together and work as one. So we will continue reaching out to our colleagues in the opposition. I've had occasion to speak to Citizens First President, Zambia Must Prosper President, and different other parties. And we're saying, listen, we all have one agenda. And this one agenda, we can all achieve it. And we don't have to achieve it individually. We can achieve it together. So we will continue engaging. Time is running out. We only have about 3 weeks before we get into the actual politics that we have to get into. But are we going to waste that time doing churches amongst ourselves? We have decided we are going to pick a person to lead us, a person who will be a flag bearer, and this person has the right, or indeed should be able on our behalf to discuss with other political parties to see how best we can work together. So even those that have moved away from the party, we're saying come back home and let us build one united front for purposes of Zambia.
Thank you very much. Yeah, let me take a few calls from our callers, about 5-6 calls only. Then we invite you to answer and make your closing remarks. We'll let you to settle. We're going to invite you on the forum. I think when you've met all the stakeholders, you've had your central committee, you've had meetings with all the stakeholders, then we'll invite you to go into a detailed meeting. Let me pick the calls, Mr. President, and allow me to take a few calls. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from, and quickly be brief.
Baba, good evening, and congratulations for this victory that you have been elected as the president of the party. And that party has a spirit behind it. It has a spirit of the late President Michael Chufya Sata. It has a spirit of the late President Edgar Chagwalungu. As a people, we always want to have a belonging. And having said that, it's because we have seen other people moving away from the Patriotic Front, the party they loved. most sincerely.
Quickly ask your question. There are so many people.
Yes, no, this one is not a question, Ambassador. It is a congratulation message to President Makebi Zulu.
Okay.
Baba, I like what you have said earlier on, that this is what brings what's the difference between you and others. You have tackled the issue of unity because the country is in total disarray. There's total division. But you have mentioned that there will be peace, there will be law and order will be brought back under your leadership. And again, let me say congratulations, and please, the main call is to unite with other opposition leaders, because this is the time that we've been waiting for. You have been chosen by God, because if you look at the people that you have stood with, no one would expect you to stand against the heavyweight such as Kambwiri and many others. But from nowhere, as a name called Marukula, Chola Boy, here you are, the president of the party. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Be brief so that we pick a few calls. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and get your contributions quickly.
Good evening, Ambassador. This is Mama T. Good evening, my President Makebi Zulu. I just want to congratulate my president and also to thank the leadership of Patriotic Front, especially Given Ruwinda, Honorable Given Ruwinda. You've proven to the country that you are a good leader, and we thank you for showing those good leadership. PF has been tested before. We know where we went wrong, and when we take over from this Akainde Ichilema, we will bring the smiles on the faces of the people. That's what I believe that my president will do, Mr. Makebi Zulu. We thank God for giving you this opportunity to lead us in the Patriotic Front. Indeed, we need a young leader like you, our own Ibrahim of Zambia. Thank you so much. Let me leave room for others to contribute, because
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and make your contributions quickly.
Thank you, Ambassador Mwamba. Sinyangwe Dani on the line. President Makebi Zulu. Zikomo kwambili. Mulunga msebenzeni muli vonse vene muchita. We are behind you. President Makebi Zulu, can you also now coordinate with the 11th province of Zambia? And the 11th province of Zambia consists of Ambassador Mwamba and other people, because we are the voice that will speak for you. President Makebi Zulu, we are behind you. We love you. The battle has started. And Akuna Kulala. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Ambassador
much.
Mwamba.
Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contributions quickly.
Ambassador Mwamba, I'm Kefas Mwapemsonda, calling you from Kabwe, an advocate for industrialization and national development. President-elect, congratulations.
Go ahead.
Ambassador, all I can say to the President-elect of the Patriotic Front is that the mantle is given to you, just like Samuel gave the mantle to David. You came in late, but you are the first one now to hold on the party and bring love, peace. I can only say you should have the heart of Joshua. Have the courage, don't be discouraged, and bring in everyone, even those that never believed in your manifesto, those that never believed in you, bring them to the fort and let the fort grow up. The biggest opposition party in the country cannot just die just like that. Thank you very much, and good night, and congratulations once more.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contributions quickly.
Yes, please. Good evening, Ambassador Mwamba. I would like to congratulate President Makebi Zulu for this wonderful experience indeed.
Is that Father Mwansa Pombo from Italy?
Yeah, please. I'm calling from Rome.
Yes, correct.
Yes, I'm calling from Rome. So I'm happy. Why am I happy? The first thing is that the words of Dr. Isiel resounds in our ears, that he came back to politics because, one, he wanted to safeguard the PF party. Second, he wanted to fight to serve the multi-party system which was fought for in 1991. So these two things, I still remember that they are the ones who forced ECL to come back to politics. Now, suggestion to you, President Makebi Zulu. There has been divisions in the PF. There has been confusion. Some of the confusions have been created by external factors, others by internal factors. For this reason, I went and did some studies. I wanted to find out if there has been somewhere where some confusions were being instigated by external factors or internal factors. And President Makebi Zulu, I came into contact with a Japanese philosophy called Kintsugi. I spell Kintsugi. Kintsugi, Japanese philosophy. What happened very quick. The samurai, Japanese samurai, had a cup which he loved very well. The cup was made of clay. It fell down, broke into pieces. The samurai had to go to China to find somebody who could mend the cup. He wanted to recover the cup. From China, the work was not very good and convincing. So he went round, and one of the elderly people in Japan told him that he could mend that cup. So what he did was to use gold powder mixed with some clay and mixed with some products, and that product, which is some sort of a glue, he put together all the pieces of that mug or that jar or that barrel, and it came back to be a spectacular object with the cracks visible, but the cracks were mended with the gold patches. Wonderful object. So it became so beautiful than it was before. Now, here is the suggestion of President Makebi Zulu. Please take your time in your busy schedule. Study this Japanese philosophy called Kintsugi or Kintsugi. It depends on the pronunciation. And you will get something how this broken cup, which is the PF, can be mended, and you will see the patches, but the patches can result to be marvelous, wonderful, and fascinating. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
God bless you.
Hello, caller. Please quickly tell us. I'll take the last two calls and then we'll revert to Honorable Makebi Zulu. Yes, caller. Quickly make your contribution.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Mwamba. This is Mo from Livingston.
You're a bit faint. Let me just see. You're a bit faint. You're a bit faint. We can't hear you. Let me just check where the problem is. Oh. Hello. I think we cut Mr. Mo accidentally. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
My name is Isaac Wape. I'm calling you from Lusaka.
Isaac, make your contributions quickly.
Yeah, good evening, Ambassador, and thank you so much. A huge congratulations to President Makebi Zulu, and I'm glad that you're talking about bringing everyone on board. And my ask is if you could seriously consider bringing the entire Canada and also the other people in as you continue to fight this part. And I am asking also that President Makebi Zulu, please, in the next few weeks, we want to see, I think, traction in terms of you leaders coming together and giving the Zambians what they have always asked for, and which is that you come together as opposition and come against UPND, because one party itself, as everybody has seen and has agreed, cannot defeat UPND. So we are asking you, please bring back everybody on board and see where this leads us. We are in support, and the ground is very much waiting for this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let me take the last caller. Yes, caller, quickly, introduce yourself and make a contribution.
Good evening, Ambassador. Congratulations, our President, Makebi Zulu. Ni bamunkongyaba.
Emkweba munkonge. Angufia nyeni.
Aho nsha kokore ndi na President, ngoli na President abakokora sana. Ba President kwena aya mashu inala e mashu ituchura nayo ukuranda ku bantu. No kwesho kubabika mu. So epo nombe East Africa. Na alira ku mwendelo mbako ba President. Abape na madezi kutyala fula na romba ko ngani province ngani kopa building ngulisa vuleni abanenu bonse mwa eminene na bena ule yako province mono ko yatotera ba mi votele kupitira muri icho na abantu abachupa bara mono ko ebati bali mona ba ruvinda na bachimba kambwiri bantu fwe baba grassroots emulimo batushupa sana kuko bati beshiro ko ebati we are one waliwa unity. So epo maliza out yakuma first move and then naba kambwiri nabashani ukuyatasha one of the provinces.
Thank you. I think the proposal has been heard. Dear callers, there are so many calls. I wish to apologize. We have very limited time. We just invited the President-elect Honorable Makebi Zulu just to come and give some speech. It shouldn't be a detailed program and we shouldn't hold him for a long time. I'll invite him to answer to the cause and then he can make closing remarks. Honorable Makebi Zulu.
Thank you very much, Ambassador, indeed, for the cause that came in and for the words of encouragement that came in. And Father Pombo makes very, very deep remarks, and as he talks about the doctrine of Kyantsugi, yes, I intend to look this up. I felt like I was in a classroom. I was taking notes to understand what exactly it is. And what you're saying resonates very well with what Isaac is saying and what Watataba Munkonge was saying when he called in. And it is strikingly important and deep that from what you have said, I would like to be the glue that holds this clay cup together. It will be a mosaic of different parts that is held by this glue so that we have a united front. A front that gives hope to the Zambians, a front that listens to the Zambians, a front that responds to the cry of the Zambians. Because where we are right now is not where we want to continue to be. And for us to forge a different direction, or in a direction that responds or resonates with the Zambians, we have to be a listening government, drawing from the experiences of others, making this beautiful mosaic where Honorable Chimba Kambwili is a contributor, Honorable Grayford Monde is a contributor, Honorable Given Luinda is a contributor, where everybody is a contributor. And as we are contributing, we are also getting the contributions from people that are out there in the diaspora, from people that are here locally, as has been stated, the 11th province. I'm very passionate about the 11th province because you have been consistent in speaking for the Zambians. You have been consistent in saying things that most Zambians that are back home are not able to say. And you have been consistent in saying there must be a change, and a change that responds to the needs of the people, not for yourselves, because some of you are comfortable where you are. Some of you are living very well, you're earning very well. But then the pressure of having a Zambia that does not respond to the needs of its citizens affects you because your relatives are back here. And someday you would like to come back here. And so why don't we build a Zambia that responds to the needs of the Zambians, so that even as you work that side, you have no problems worrying about whether Zambians have eaten or not. You have no problems having to cut or indeed divide your earnings to cater to the needs of people that are back here. So you need a government that is going to listen. You need a government that is going to implement the promises that they make. And you don't need a government that will tell you we're going to catch up with you wherever you are, merely because you stated that you want a better life for the citizens that are back home. You don't need a government that will threaten you or threaten your freedom. What you need is a government that will respect what you say. Whether they agree with it or not, that's something else. But they'll protect your right to say what you have to say. And it is for that reason that in rebranding, we are saying, let us concentrate on what is important. Let us concentrate on what is going to put food on the table. Let us forget about all those figures and graphs that are drawn and ask ourselves, have Zambians eaten today? Have Zambians accessed capital today? Have Zambians' lives been better? When we look at our budget, does it speak to development or speaks to consumption? In terms of agriculture, are we creating an environment in agriculture that creates employment? In terms of mining, are the resources that we have working for the benefit of Zambians? In terms of ICTs, are we encouraging the young men to work or indeed to embrace ICTs? Is AI a threat to employment? Those are the kinds of conversations that we're supposed to be having. How can a young man embrace AI to enhance their lives or indeed to make money? How can we connect students to industry so that nobody asks them to say, how many years experience do you have when they go looking for a job? Are we empowering young men or indeed youths enough so that they don't have to go knocking on a door to look for employment, but are in a space where they can create employment? Are we answering the needs of women to be independent to an extent that they are empowered to be able to make money, and not a situation where we see that once a husband dies, then you know that widowhood equals to being poor. We need to move away from that and say that being a citizen means that you have access to the resources of the country that make your life better. Resources of the country that improve your well-being, and not resources of the country that work for the well-being of other countries. That is what we are coming to do. We are coming to change the face of Zambia. We are coming to press the reset button. We are coming to reboot the respect for human rights. We are coming to make sure that institutions of governance respond to the Zambians, and we are coming to change the constitution so that you do not have a rogue president, but you have a president who's regulated by the law, his conduct regulated by the law, his deeds and how he relates to the institutions of governance should be regulated by the law. We are going to come to a place where we choose a Zambian who's a patriot that looks to the wealth and improvement of the country, not their own pockets or those of their friends. That's what we are coming to offer, and that's what Zambians want, and we're giving it to them.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Congratulations once again for this momentous victory as you start your journey of leadership. We wish you well. We wish you God's blessings, and we wish you God's protection. Dear viewers, you now can call. We are going to release Honorable Makebi Zulu, but this is social media. You can continue to call and give your congratulations or your thoughts about this program. Let me just release Honorable Makebi Zulu quickly, and then I'll take the phone because you still can now call, but we'll allow Honorable Makebi Zulu to finish the day. Thank you, Honorable Makebi Zulu, for gracing this program, and we will invite you very, very soon. God bless you.
Thanks to all the viewers and followers on your page and all other pages. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Zambia yonse country yatu yayamba kupunduka. Rise up and have freedom. Simuna mangidwe di mantao kwenye waboza tibwezera mdima tifunufulu wa mazu osati mache.
Listen. They lock a man for a sentence, that's a death for a language. What about these in the office signing papers of damage? They sipping tea in the parliament, acting holy in cameras, but in the shadows they selling us piece by piece like scavengers. They say order in the house, but the house is on fire. Our fathers fought for this ground, walking miles in the wire. Now they twist every word like they controlling the...
Okay, let's take some phone calls. This program is about you. This program is about what you say and what you contribute. It's about you. So let's take some quick phone calls and make your contributions. Hello, caller. Tell us your name and make your contributions.
Hello, Mwamba. This is Nameless.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congratulations, Honorable President Makebi Zulu. Yeah, we are so happy. Yeah, I would first, with all my heart, give credit to Mr. Luvinda, who up until now has managed to hold on the party and keep it intact, despite the brutal criticism. Secondly, you yourself, the ambassador, have been an inspiration to most of us. Your wide advocacy has reached and taught us a lot. Yeah. Besides, your conduct has been so positive to the nation. But my plea to all of you members is to hold tight without fear or favor. You have just come a long way. The time has come for you to put your differences aside and see how you can work.
Is that line cut? Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contributions.
Yes, please. Ambassador, how are you?
I'm very well, my brother.
Okay, my name's Peter Zulu from Kanyama constituency.
Mr. Zulu, make your contributions.
Please, I just want to encourage our president, Honorable Makebi Zulu Council, to bring us together. Even those people who are opposing him, they must bring them on board so that we can be a mighty patriotic front. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contributions.
Didi calling from Copper Belt.
Yes, my sister, make your contributions.
The President, good evening.
Kindly make your contributions quickly.
First of all, congratulations to MZ80. Makebi namukwate ntito ya kuleta abantu pamu. Tulefu okuba united. Divided we fall. Tuchiteni unite ngefine mule yasuka buino president afira yasuka kwena fire umfuika noti kusampa ule fintu tuwatotera kulilesa imwe mwala tuchita unite noti ukusala yonse ama province tulefu atube chimo bonse bala ba PF bala balefu mabaya baya kuisa baleteni pamoyo ino mchiba mkwetere sami amitungulira mwafirishelesa ukuleta abantu pamu. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contribution. Hello, caller. Hello? Yes, caller.
Hello, Marisha, this is Emmanuel from Livingston.
Sorry you were cut. Yeah, make your contributions.
First of all, congratulations to our president, Honorable Makebi Zulu. I think it is the people's choice. abantu balanda, and they have responded batupera na President wa Makebi Zulu. Now, even the fact ukutaka fair pio kuma Zambians nama supporters wa PF is that let us fund our campaigns. Let us not wait to say let us send Ramiro to Arambo kwenda. That refer to where mubusha tudi because we fail to fund our campaigns. Takuli ndarama politics ni voluntarily. Kama mwana ba mwambenchi to mubomba takwa bo mbikana pasarari. But you are very dedicated because you are not doing it for yourself. You are doing it for Mother Zambia. And this is a characteristic that must go around the country too. Let us fund our campaigns. Let us fund our president so that we don't have any external pressure. And then the other thing, our president message. But with the permission from the chairman, the PF Council of Elders, Honorable Ngonga Mkupa.
Mkwai, please proceed to read.
This message goes, good morning, Bwana President. May I, on behalf of the Council of Party Elders and on my own behalf, thank you most sincerely for your being elected our new party president. We are in no doubt confident that you will bring in new energy and renewed hope. Your task ahead is an enormous one, but with your focus on unity, on which you have unshakable faith, we are all assured of a leader similar to Israel, and may his soul rest in peace. To bring the membership back to the party who decided to go away would also be a very noble task, which must be given priority. The Council of Elders remain at the service of the President and the party as always. Ngonga Mukupa, Chairman, PF, Council of Elders.
Oh, that's a very powerful letter from the Council of Elders. Can you quickly send it to me? Probably had sent it to me, and because I'm not touching the phones, you know. So please, thank you very much. That's a very powerful congratulatory note from the Council of Elders, Honorable Ngonga Mukupa. Please send it to me quickly. Let me take some. Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and make your contributions.
Hello? Yes. Yeah. Good evening, Emmanuel Mwamba.
Good evening.
Yes. This is Mr. Soko Krom from Tendere East as Mnali constituency. Congratulations, Kuliva Makebi Zulu, for winning as a new president for PF. Chanditu funo kamba nchona kuti is a one song each and every time to call upon va Makebi Zulu kuna kuti Gwirizanani kutiti Josepo va UPND pampando this August 2026. What we need is unity na vanzano. Vagwirizane please na vanzano. So cha mwele vankalira. Pasa pezeke msokonezo luonze. Please, chitanana understand. Otherwise, tili mafuto maningi akulene. I hope and trust kuti vonse vanetakamba hivi vaenda mchilungamo ndiposa apa manje mitima zakazika taziva muntu anetienda naye 2026 August. But the biggest thing chonera kuti vagwirizane wonse pamozi kuti vachosepo uyu muntu amene alipo. Good evening.
Thank you very much. I'll take 2 or more calls, then we wind up the broadcast. You know, this program is about you. You make this program, and therefore I always want to allocate a lot of time for you to speak. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening, Ambassador. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very clearly.
Okay, this is the usual Mrs. Anonymous from the AI Kingdom.
Yes, my dear
the
sister.
previous time the president-elect was on the podium, I changed my name to Cool, Smart and Intelligent, Mrs. CSI. So now I just want to say this, Ambassador, to the president-elect Makebi Zulu, to say congratulations for having been elected as the president of PF. We are behind you, those who've been standing with you in the hardest time. I just have one challenge for him. It's not an easy road. It will not be easy, but it will be done. And that's all I can say. It's not an easy road, but it will be done. Thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
This is Lowe. I'm calling from Vini Kusaka.
Yes.
Yes, I think Mr. Mwamba, good evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Honorable Makebizuru, good evening, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Mr. Makebizuru, I think you have a chance to take up leadership from PF. Though it seems like PF at the moment, I think in the really good move, but at the moment it's like conjunction my encouragement to you that I'd like to encourage you to together with President Charlie Karaba, who was well elected party of Ngabombana, otherwise the PF is at the moment that is winner. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contributions.
Good evening, Emmanuel Mwamba. My name is Teresa from the UK.
Yes.
So thank you so much for creating a platform that these things have happened. And congratulations to Makebi Zulu. We are so happy for you. We just pray that once leadership support. This is the way to go. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Ambassador. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Quickly, let's take your congratulations or your words of concern or anything or your contributions quickly call so that we then wind up the broadcast. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and quickly make your contributions.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mwamba. My name is Mr. Chisaka from Serenje Central.
Thank you, my brother. Make your contributions.
Yes, I just want to congratulate our newly elected president, Mr. Makebi Zulu. And me and a lot of youths, like we are very much happy, and at least we can see where we are heading. We have been patiently awaiting for this moment. And we just want to thank you, Mr. Mwamba, for the great job that you've been doing. We really thank you and want you to continue until you achieve this victory. Congratulations, Mr. President Makebi Zulu. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Quickly call before we close. This is your show, but quickly call. We hear from you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and tell us your contribution.
Good evening, Mr. Mwamba.
Good evening.
Okay, my name is Christopher Amson. I'm calling you from Lusaka, Zambia.
Thank you, Mr. Amsoni. Make your contributions.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations to President Makebi Zulu. So what I want to say is that I've listened to Mr. Makebi Zulu and I've discovered that he has a number of common ideologies with Mr. President Ali Kalaba. And then considering the confusion that are happening in the Patriotic Front and what UPND is doing, where they are saying in Mingalato, I think it would be best for Mr. Makebi Zulu to rally behind President Kalaba, because President Kalaba is a leader, visionary leader who is also running a party that is stable with no confusion, and it has all the requirements for ECZ. So I encourage President Makebi to just rally behind President Ali Kalaba and stay away from the confusion that is within the Patriotic Front, because they are fighting a losing battle. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contributions. Endita Mwabombeni. Mkwai.
Congratulations kuri bamagepe Zulu to be elected. Tuna mashu balela ndaba magepe Zulu yale umfuiko kutila muri leadership na mwena. Tabale boko ibandi abaponene dabeshi becho baleta. Bala ndo kutila utibewa pamu. Chachi ndebe chawa no kubana kalena kale. Pamoja muri kwawa ndi alefo umuntu ngobapita fyo. So tibini balaba ponana ishka bakwita mano nishaba kwata mano nomba nicho ishta yobe na ifika. Echo bamagepe Zulu bali no ishta mwali kweta magepe. Makem yenu mwakwende mwalero ishokwe batite yakutika mwebeni mwenga mukemu nakuteka echalo nakuchirisha maproblem tule pitamo yaimo mule yapitamo mwenga yali tikumire echalo chonse twechireka bulachakwe batolo mwalaisa mwanene amakemu yenu mwikale nayo kwibati ndabine mulelo ndiraita mukwete kwa abana kale nina yamakemu kwebyo kwibati bane yali tubule ulya na tuombere pa mamakemu Zulu ama election muwine mweka kwa bulaba neno kimwawina ama election ngamwaika la bonse babo competition akuchirisha ama election tule kwata unomwa takwika pamwe wa politician kwikale pamwe so mkwate yo ino mtu mkwete wa kwete ba etika cha kwalungu umoni aba neno bana ni utuli nawo ala bonse omwale munoko batimalia apali abena mundu bile abena shaji bonse kuye kwikale pamwe mane seri tubombenge chalo au tatuwabie chalo tuteli sto democracy elo kuli iwe twala mbokula mcheche tabantu into ezu ya mcheche ama structures aya ma PRDF yale kabirwa yeka titwe pamoja tule fwa ya split tatule ya fwa lefu amu no kweba jama kempo mu abako kwesha ama structures ya PF ama structure ya bakube na mundu bile ya kwere yeka ipanga pamo bakutira mugombere pamo otherwise ifwe to tule fwa ya kubombera pamo elo no kwisa no kweba charo cha sana chaikatirirwa ukutsa isto democracy refu atukalela nda kamwalufyane to amiba bamagepe Zulu kumwata mwalufyane bamundubile kumwata mwalufyane notinga twalanda direto mutsume kumwatwika tatule fwaya refu atule ilandira mgepe chaba otherwise pali ino istatu ana twisa ndi kutumwa bajitwika tate tutulani emo meta tuishive nga mwala kutungamba nga mwala enda mono mulungu nga wala imitukalaisa mukula bipokolo loko mwala so echo tulefu achakwe bati atule fokula yumfwa tule fokula mona mone ino itanomba kwa isa chalo chakwe bati bambo kulaiba cho naba kusetere mpashi abanja na shanya abantu bambo jonse vile byambo kula mone ngeke bya chitike bashita ile kwa kwete bya gashi jonse vile to alone shapo abantu pale isa ni masa hata ni shapo abantu bafwe bati lo pali le kuti twapwa aba kwete amapala bonzi balale kuposha abantu because ni shibala mwinga bana maye balale kukwenda ni shibala mwinga tana kubala mwinga chitonse tule fokisa chikule shapo nokupepera ilo mukapita bonse katwaisa kwa therefore kwata national player for almost 2 months kwata national player okupepera pa vitu kuti chalo because tino chalo na chiko kwebati apatu vitire na chikowela therefore iko kupepa ama people not ya kwangala na mbano wao ilo kesa beka mula kizebili zote chakubalira abaka wina my election kuya kuma my election mwacha be histoire tiona mwi kuya ku national player for 2 months bakutatuka kwa national player because chalo chako we mulo pawambo kula suma wambo kuneka nchi like nino na totira mbo.
Thank you very much. Hello caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and give us your contribution.
Good evening, Ambassador. This is AI.
AI, make your contributions.
Yes. Sir, I'm very happy. It's a very happy time for those of us who have been supporting President Makebi Zulu. It is an exciting time, and Ambassador, you have played a pivotal role in making sure the nation is aware, the nation is educated. These things can be complicated, but you've held your own, and thank you so much, and congratulations to President Makebi Zulu. I just want to encourage him to unite the party. I know there's going to be so many people from different political parties calling on him to abandon the party and go to them. I think the most important thing to focus on for all of us, even the other people in other parties, to make sure that first the Patriotic Front is united, because it has followers, that's people. The party is not the document, it's about the people. So when we are saying unite the party, we are not talking about uniting the documents. We're talking about uniting the people, the leaders and the followers and the structures and so on and so forth, so that we begin to go into one direction and begin to see how we can change government in August. Who we'll work with, there's going to be a time for that. Whether we'll go alone as PF or we'll unite with others, there's plenty of room for that. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of talk and begin to discourage some people, confuse people, and say, abandon PF because there's Shavinga and whatnot, and there's what. This time is for uniting the party. And then when we see that the party is now headed together as a mass, then we can say, who are we working with? Where's the NCP? Where's the Heritage Party? Where's the Zambia we want, and so on and so forth. And then we can say, let's work together. So congratulations. It's a mammoth task, but I'm calling also upon members of the Patriotic Front, whether they were given within the camp, or maybe whether they were in the Chimakambili camp or in the Chandakatotowe camp, or in any camp. This is time now to say this stage has passed. Let's now come together. It is one team now. And let's just work together and make sure that it all works for all of us. And I think when we unite, even those who are trying to, but is holding the documents of the party. And when they see how serious we are and we are united, they will start thinking twice about behaving the way they are. Sometimes we allow them to think like they do and talk the way they do because we allow it. But let's unite, and when they speak, we need to look at them nicely, that they think twice about what they are saying. So congratulations, Mr. President. We are behind you, and whenever you need our support, please just call upon us, and we are a big party who will support you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from, and make your contributions.
Mwamba, this is the Raphael Chanda calling from Livingston.
Yes, Raphael Chanda.
Chantanshi sana nde mtasha wakapa pali yonse insta pitapo pabushko walero mwachita deliver chawama sana otherwise twali abachuchutika sana n'emitima because twayishibe direction ya kusenda ambane nkotako concern yumo nimbona amakozi yambyo mrepokerera hapa mpamva sana ati mpange na phone call otherwise lero tsafafi kula mfuira kula wale tumama phone abale bomfera ngweja kwebati ba PF kuli party ama confusion PF taba stable PF shani isen mjoine ba arikaraba shani so nomba ngamwarereka sana ila language yo tairi bwino sana mwa. Because that to my phone, Wambo Granda to me PF, my confusion, PF is not stable. PF it's this, that, come and ride behind the Arikaraba. We don't do politics like that. Meaning that every PF once a Tabari win, every Kudi Arikaraba, every win. That's why I cover a party about Karaba, PF guy. Some political partner. So as they go, whether to Magana come change, PF and political party, Abaeka. Ya kwata ama structures yaiko ya kwata yaba wa alignment not ile verira ndiramu kwati nakalimo kwati nabena more like baretu karene fona mwanamwe.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that guidance. Thank you very much. I think their leaders treat each other as partners. They don't treat each other as rivals. So similarly, the members should treat each other as brothers and sisters. Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contributions.
Hello, Ambassador Mwamba.
Hey, my dear sister, Queen Pumi.
Yes, Ambassador.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, my God.
Yo Mwari Lulua.
We are still fighting.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. I think the journey has just started. Thank you, Ambassador Mwamba. You are a gallant son of the soil. What a guy. About Mebanshindo. To our incoming president, Makebi Zulu. Oh, yeah. Wow. If this is not God, then I don't know.
You know, if this is not God, then I don't know. Our president, Mr. Makebi Zulu, we congratulate you from the bottom of our hearts. You deserve it. And now is the time to start working and shut out all the noise. All the noise must be shut out. Let us focus on selling you as a household brand in the entire Zambia. We in the 11th province diaspora, we are behind you all the way. And we hope that the people who didn't see what we saw can now see it. And then I want to speak to the PF to shut the noise out and just work to sell our president, our candidate. He's no longer a PF president. He's actually our opposition president. And I can confidently say this because I'm not PF, but I'm backing a young man who has a future, who has a heart for everyone. And God has made it possible for him to win this election so he can restore our nation, bring peace, love, and hope, unity in our nation. So, PF, please, ikataneni. However, we cannot force those who don't see what we are seeing. Eventually, with time, they will see it. Some might never see it. But I think any normal person with the right lens will be able to see that the future is bright. And then all those people who are saying, PF, there is confusion, they are the ones bringing confusion by speaking what's not there. PF has shown us democracy. PF has shown that they had a convention, even where I respect Balubinda has been beaten. And all these platforms saying, how can you lose? No, you can lose because it's not up to you. Just because Balubinda was the acting president, it was not automatic win for him to win. It is power to the people. The people chose whom they wanted. And a democratic leader, a respectable man, a statesman like Balubinda accepted the loss. So kudos to Balubinda and all the other senior members of the party who have accepted their loss and supporting behind Makebi. So thank you so much. We are excited.
Congratulations to you, your sleepless nights and your tireless effort on social media. Congratulations.
Thank you, Alan. Very soon I'll be divorced, but it's okay because I can come and...
awe nalomba kuli wa mulamu nalapa apa tafuta the broadcast nalaba tuminati yo mulamu mutueleleko efyo twaba ifo mutueleleko ni election ye tulapena mu election ye mutueleleko after election useto.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, the calls are so many. Mwantu Akwalesa, we need to rest and we need to close the broadcast. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and give us your contributions.
Good evening, Honorable Mwamba.
Good evening. We need to wind up. Make your contributions, my brother.
Thank you very much. By Emmanuel Mwamba, congratulations, Honorable Makebi Zulu.
Thank you.
My contribution towards this is that, please, we are calling for unity. Nangu nimushinga mwaisa isa inkalamu. Nangu fumwali ambene. Tulabala first washama difference yesu. But washama difference yesu ya tuwa yemba tuwarishe inkalamu tuwa ipaya. Tukesa ikala pamolo mbukunga ya buka jawe. Kuna peka chitigala fiawe moto wakonga nyapono mga kurwa tuambokurwa. Point tuli time ya kurwa iyo. Fingi file chitika wosule fila fokulanda. Awapo ndanga na shirama light ya 2000. Within na master ila apwa. Na ya apwa kale. Kwamba nomba wabika mwa 300 2 days 1 day apwa. 300 to 1 day apwa. Fingi file kala tulefa fokulanda tuweti nukulanda wosu tuweti. Nomba tulego koti wika taneni. Na takuli no winine, takuli no urushile. Tuimwana pali ifyo iyo. Ngaya fokutu wafula opposition very serious, please. Bafuire bero chapali ifye fitwe kutamwe bazambia sina afishu pena afika kamunecha kwebati ururu te rwa umonyo bafuire be katana abantu batabaye katane mubebe nati yo.
Oh, yeah.
efo bafuire ba leadership na pela upene mkwaire sampale
MKI. There's a dear brother of mine who calls very often here. Let's see if we can get him. He's been trying, and then there's my dear sister here. Hello, good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contributions.
Good evening, Ambassador. Good evening, Honorable Makebi.
Good evening.
My goodness. Talk about one for the team. Incredible restoration of hope, restoration of who we are as a country, and kudos to PF, all the tenacity, the leadership of Balubinda and all of them. Oh my goodness, it's overwhelming. But I say this, now the work begins, right? Speaking on unity, it's an encouragement, this one. And my encouragement is this, President Makebi. I remember the scriptures in Ezekiel, and the Spirit of God asked him, what do you see? And he says, I see craftsmen. And what do craftsmen have to do with anything, right? And it's to say this, God is a God who gives wisdom to the wise. God is the God who removes kings and sets up kings. He changes times and seasons. Leadership is from above. And so we have every confidence that God will give you the wisdom, the grace, the ability that you need, that he will strengthen you with power in your inner man to understand what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And we know that it is not only your fight, we are with you, and he will indeed give you the creative ability to give you wisdom. We are one Zambia. Ultimately, we are one Zambia. Yes, the noise is there. Yes, the hatred has been there. Yes, the enemy has tried. We do not wrestle with flesh and blood, right? But I know where there is a God in heaven, we will overcome. Do not be afraid. Do not be overwhelmed. I know it is well with you. It is well with your soul. And we look forward to the strategies. We are African. I heard a comment yesterday that disturbed me that, people need to stop kneeling. No. Elutambi luesu. Elutambi. We want to be restored completely. We want new ideas. We want to change the way Parliament runs. And we know that we can do it. Together, we will. We love you. We love you. We love you. Ambassador, please keep up the good work. We love you. This is not possible without your sacrifice. You've demonstrated what it is. You've epitomized being an ambassador in all senses of the word. We love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Bella is very gracious with our words. I'm so grateful. Thank you for your encouragement to the president and to myself. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Evening, Ambassador.
Good evening.
My name is Vanake from the 11th province.
Vanake from the diaspora, make your contributions.
I would like to just congratulate you on the good work that you're doing, and also just to congratulate our president, Honorable Makebi Zulu, on his win. Just something that I would like you to speak on before, I know you're about to close, is just the recent remarks or sentiments coming from Honorable Maus Sampa concerning this. I think, it's worrying. So if you could touch on that, please.
Okay. I'll see if I can give something in my closing remarks.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from, and quickly give us your contributions.
Good evening, Mr. Mwamba. This is Susan Kayula from Lusaka.
My dear
for
sister,
the wonderful program.
make your contributions.
That is
Yes.
this is good that you are coming up with these programs that are making us Zambians to realize what is supposed to be done. Congratulations to Mr. Makebi Zulu. I liked what he said about uniting, and he mentioned President Harry Kalava to be among those he's talking to, and he wishes to engage. I want to plead with him, like he said, it's not about ideologies or the way you want to do things, but this is about Zambians and Zambia. I wish to continue pleading with him to say he should look at uniting with a political party that is organized, serious, and also looking forward to bringing out a better Zambia. And in President Harry Kalava, we see that may they work together and bring out the Zambia that we want. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Oh, I love the supporters of Honorable Harry Kalava. They root for him. They're already campaigning and lobbying. You supporters must be proactive. Well done, my dear sister. Of course, they mustn't be disrespectful, but she has campaigned very well. She wants Honorable Makebi Zulu to work with Honorable Harry Kalava. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Thank you very much. My name is Uncle J.
Uncle J, I'm so sorry. Yes. I've been trying to call you back on the other line where you have been calling. Make your contribution, sir.
Thank you so much. My first congratulations actually go to yourself, and then I want to congratulate President Makebi Zulu. It has been a journey. It has been a fight, and today we are seeing the fruit of the fight of patience, resilience, and humility. This is what has actually given us these results. Indeed, this gives hope. This gives hope, not only to the Patriotic Front and people that love Makebi, but to the entire nation that requires and needs to be reset, to be in a trajectory of love, peace, and normalcy. This is what Makebi victory means. Makebi victory means hope for Zambia. And it's a pity that he's gone. I really wanted him to speak to the burning issue right now in our country, where a woman was actually murdered in that manner. So we pray and we continue to pray for the president. We know that it is not easy. This is just the beginning, but victory is actually assured. God is in this story. And when God is said and done, we shall stand to give glory to him. I thank you, Ambassador Mwamba.
Thank you very much, Uncle Jay. Thank you very much. This is now the last caller. Caller, you are very lucky. You are the last caller, and will not allow any further calls after this.
Thanks for being the last caller. Otherwise, I've been trying to get through.
I see. I've seen the line again and again. Thank you.
First things first, Ambassador, congratulations. This wasn't an easy journey. And everything. But when you look at the outcome of whatever that has happened, it has been like flourishing, and it has resonated with a lot of people. I was moved by two people that called. No, not necessarily called. Yeah, the father called. He gave a very good parable, and then there was that letter from Honorable Kupa. Very inspiring. Yes. And then when I just heard the man speaking, you could feel wisdom. You know, it was very calming. When he was speaking, I was just carried away. I was like, wow, maybe some of these things we never saw them. Others saw them, but some of us never saw them, maybe. But it's really coming out into the open. And we from they're calling it which province we are? Diaspora, which province?
11th province.
11th province. Yeah, no, I'm here to pledge support to Mr. Zulu. And the 11th province will stand with him throughout this process. Thank you so much, Ambassador.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, the calls are so many. I want to tabalele. Hakuna kulala. I said hakuna kulala. It has become, for sure, people are not sleeping. I'm so sorry. I said hakuna kulala and you are not sleeping and you keep on calling. Let me just do this before. I want to give my closing remarks. Just give me a moment. I do this. Okay. Hakuna kulala, but it's time to sleep. It's time to rest. We've had a long broadcast. We were hosting Honorable Makebi Zulu. There was a long delay because the results were not announced. The Electoral Commission had to announce the results, and the returning officer, who is Abraham Mwansa, State Council, former Solicitor General, anchored the Electoral Commission, and they had to receive results from all the districts that voted from across our country. And Honorable Makebi Zulu emerged winner as the president-elect of the Patriotic Front. And I had explained at the beginning that the terminologies, the description in light of the landmines, legal landmines around, will be debated. But he takes over from acting president Given Lubinda. He takes over from President Edgar Lungu to lead the Patriotic Front. He brought words of encouragement, words of unity in the party and to the opposition. And he says he's focused to run with the people of Zambia to ensure that our country is emancipated. Thank you very much for joining this broadcast. We are going to have a special broadcast. We have various guests that we've lined up tomorrow, on Monday, and on Wednesday. We have very important guests. Let me just firm up the Wednesday guest, Tanya Fuchs, an economist and commentator, and she runs our own podcast. She's coming on Wednesday. You should look forward to our to our podcast together. And I think I've got a guest tomorrow. I'll just firm up before I announce a guest. Thank you for the support, and thank you for the patience that you gave us to wait until we could host Honorable Makebi Zulu. And I'd like to thank Honorable Makebi Zulu. When I said, can I reschedule the program to tomorrow to give each other time, he says, no, it doesn't matter what time, I will come to the program. Thank you for respecting the platform. God bless you. We want to Akwalesa, and shalom, shalom.
Kwenye ndemwe chabe mabanja onanjala mkomo ndalama zonse mutumbalano masukwa kuchuluka pa mutupatu. Time is up, time is up. Kwenye not enough. Time is up for your lies and bluff. Time is up, time is up. Kwenye not enough. Time is up for your lies and bluff. Kanizanu ndizopanda pindu, anakulira miseu mwatu, tikufuna chilengede chatopano, osati mapoke tanu opindika ndalama. Listen to the cries, they're louder than your lies. You can't silence the truth. It's time for the youth. Time is up, time is up. Kwenye is not enough. Time is up for your lies and bluff. Time is up, time is up. Kwenye not enough. Time is up for your lies and bluff. We rise, we stand, we fight together for the children, for a better forever. Kwenye kuna tabano, we take the race. Tikonza jiko.